All right. Hello, everybody, and welcome. I'm really excited to have you all here with us today. All right. So, today, guys, we are going to talk about a topic that is near and dear to my heart, and my guess it is to yours as well. And that is the idea of making passive income. Everybody wants passive income, right? So, today we are going to talk specifically about passive income without the hustle. Serve your clients while generating unlimited revenue via your online dispensary. And I love this topic so much, especially after coming off of an amazing, just crazy, amazing, awesome week last week where I did a 4-day complimentary series on how, really multiple levels of income, right? How to generate different levels of income, multiple streams of income into your business, into your health practices. So we had so much just amazing conversation. I taught all kinds of strategies, not just the what, but the actual how to, right? And one of the topics that came up again and again last week was passive income, right? We all want that. So with that little background, I decided to do a special Facebook Live today with my friend and colleague, Debra Wolf. And so Debra, welcome. Would you like to just do a quick intro and just kind of let people know what you do at Fullscript? A little bit about your background too would be awesome.
Thanks, Leslie. Well, thank you so much for having me here. Thank you for having Fullscript here. Just so everyone's aware, my name is Debra Wolf. I currently work at Fullscript. I've been with the company for 5 years. We'll get into a little bit what Fullscript is, but I'll give you a little background on myself. Before I came to Fullscript, I was a nutritionist. So I worked as a nutritionist in a conventional medicine OBGYN clinic, and I had also interned with some integrative nutritionists. So in both places, I was tasked with helping with the managing of the supplement dispensing in the practice. For both of those places, it was an in-office dispensary. And then we started to gradually get involved with Fullscript dispensing. So that's my history. And I believe basically my background and my history prior to Fullscript has helped me to resonate with our customers, understand the need, and help make Fullscript such a success for so many practitioners.
Love that. And you also have a master's degree in nutrition,
Yes.
right? So tell us a little bit about that. Yeah, that's important too, because this group is so very well trained. So that I think that really, So you've got amazing training. Tell us a little bit about that.
I actually have a couple. I have a couple degrees, I guess I would say, and certifications. So I do have a master's in human nutrition. I am also a CNS nutritionist. So I did go, after I got my master's, I did then go and get my CNS certification. And I'm also a health coach trained. So I did go to the School of Integrative Nutrition. So all of those scenarios have helped me to just understand this industry well and to operate within it. And it's helped me to bring that to Fullscript. At Fullscript, I manage our account management teams. So I am, constantly talking with practitioners. I'm working with the team that is talking to all of our practitioners. And in the pre-pandemic days, going to lots of conferences and clinic visits. And, hopefully at some point in the future, we'll get back to, doing things on the road as well.
Awesome. Great background. All right, so guys, let me give you just a little bit of an overview in terms of some of the things that we're going to talk about today. So we're going to cover quite a few topics when it comes to being able to generate passive income via your online dispensary, and specifically we're going to be talking about Fullscript. All right, so I think it would be great if this is kind of an added agenda item, Debra, maybe talk a little bit about why Fullscript, right? Mm-hmm. Why Fullscript? Because, there might be some other options that people are potentially considering. How to become more comfortable talking about supplements with your clients or patients, and how to use Fullscript as a way to serve your clients on a deeper level while being able to generate really unlimited passive revenue. And that, I think, is super important for everyone to really understand. Why should you want your clients ordering from you versus other places? Okay, that is a question that came up in our Facebook group last week. So I think it would be awesome if we covered that. And then, how to find the right supplements, right? Like, how do you go about doing that? Because Fullscript is so incredibly robust. So I'd love for you to give us a little bit of guidance in those areas. All right, so that is what you're going to learn today, guys. So with that all being said, let's go ahead and jump in. So Debra, let's start with why Fullscript.
Sure. So,
and what is Fullscript?
Yeah, I know. I was just
that would be that. That's probably the better place to start. What is it, and then why would we pick Fullscript?
So first, I'll give you a little background on what Fullscript is. So Fullscript is a free supplement or nutraceutical dispensary that's online for practitioners. Okay. So in order to use Fullscript, you do need to be a licensed or a credentialed practitioner. And we do accept a range of certifications or credentials, certain health coach programs and nutritionist programs, up to, we have medical doctors on our platform and naturopaths on our platform, and chiropractors, quite a range of modalities. So Fullscript is a free supplement dispensary for practitioners. So it's costing you no money whatsoever to create your dispensary. We only pay you. So once you do create your Fullscript dispensary, you now have an online supplement store that you can then leverage with your clients. There are multiple functions that you can use depending on your work style or your workflow. And that's how we are really experts with you, because when you do create your Fullscript dispensary, I encourage you to book a demo with one of our onboarding staff. They will really work with you to understand your business model and show you the best way to get started. And the best workflow in using Fullscript for you. But some of the benefits, you can create personalized recommendations for your clients. You can email that to them. You can text it to them. They purchase from you. Fullscript ships directly to your client's door, and you make up to 35% of that sale. Now, this is for U.S. practitioners. U.S. practitioners can create their Fullscript dispensary. You make 35% of the sale, but you can discount up to that 35% margin if you want. So that's some of the background. That's just like Fullscript in a nutshell. In addition, in terms of products that are available, your dispensary will come stocked with over 300 brands of supplements. And this is anything from, your basic multivitamins and vitamin C's to more unique type supplements, as well as personal care items. We do carry, like certain healthier shampoos and face washes and even essential oils. So depending on what you want to provide to your clients, there is a wide range of offerings. Okay, what am I forgetting, Leslie?
I think that is a great explanation in terms of what Fullscript is all about. It's the most user-friendly platform that I've ever seen. I think that's another thing that's really important. It's incredibly easy from the user perspective. I happen to know because I have a couple between, my family and myself. We go see, maybe two functional medicine physicians. So like we get their Fullscript recommendations. So I've experienced Fullscript on the user end, and it's incredibly simple and very straightforward. Customer service is also really incredible. I know I've shared this story before, but I can't resist. One time my mom let's just say, accidentally ordered some supplements. All right. I know you're like, how does one accidentally? Anyway, I'm not going to share all the gory details on that. But the bottom line is, she didn't really mean to. She got a little confused. And anyway, bottom line is Fullscript was awesome. Like even on the weekend, we got a response in terms of, what to do about that problem. So it's an incredible platform. It's one of those, like I said, rare opportunities to generate true passive income. Passive income is a little bit elusive, right? Like we all want it, but like passive means you don't really have to do, you don't have to do a ton of legwork in order to make that revenue. So with Fullscript, you actually get that 35% profit margin to play with. And I love that too. So yeah, so I think we've described it pretty well. I think, in a nutshell.
One of the things I wanted to jump in, Leslie, just when you're talking about passive revenue, one of the truly amazing things with Fullscript and your Fullscript dispensary is if you do want to get into recommending supplements to your clients, you can obviously, as we just discussed, easily do that with Fullscript, but we will also help you keep that revenue continuing. So if you do create a personalized recommendation for one of your clients and you send that to them and they purchase off of that recommendation, they will then start receiving automatic refill reminders from Fullscript that are reminding them to come back into your Fullscript dispensary and continue purchasing. Obviously, if you want them to continue with that protocol. That's just one less thing you have to think about, right? So
I love that.
Yeah, and we're constantly evolving Fullscript based on our practitioner feedback to make it to have other bells and whistles that can help you do a better job at caring for your clients.
Love that. So yeah, so I'm thinking what might be helpful is for you to give us kind of a view from the back end, because it can be overwhelming, right? Especially if you're just starting out, right? So maybe we can also share some tips and ideas for practitioners that are just starting out. As we kind of take a peek into the back end of Fullscript. So are you able to do a screen share?
I'm going to try.
Okay.
Okay, here we go. Okay. All right. So I think I am sharing my screen right now.
Okay.
If someone does not see my personal Fullscript dispensary, just put something in the chat.
You know what? I think I'm going to change. Let's see. Oops. I'm trying to figure out. Okay, you are doing a screen share. Hopefully everyone's able to see it. Could you guys give me a quick comment and let me know if you're able to see the screen share?
What you should see is Debra Wolf, MSCNS, Fullscript dispensary.
Okay, let's see. I'm playing with this. Let's see. All right. Well, you know what? Okay, good. Oh, can't see it.
Can't see it.
You know what? Okay. Oh, I know. Ha!
Oh, yeah, I think you got it.
All right, guys. I think we nailed it. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, you should be able to see it now.
Okay.
Okay.
So this is my my personal Fullscript dispensary, and it's really just currently used with friends and family. But once you do sign up for Fullscript, it's a very easy process. It takes it takes just a couple minutes, and obviously we're there to help you if you have any roadblocks. But when you're ready to create your Fullscript dispensary, the only things you want to have on hand is a little picture screenshot of your credentials and your banking information. We pay you and you'll enter all of that information as part of the sign-up process. We pay you via direct deposit. That's why we need your banking information. So it's very easy. You just, you start selling products, and then we pay you, and the money just goes directly via direct deposit into your bank account. So this is essentially what you will see initially when you create your dispensary. This is the practitioner view. So this is not what the patient will see, but this is your operating platform. excuse me, this is where you will do everything you need to go. Okay, so as far as the menu up here, I'm just going to go to our catalog. This is one area where you can explore the products and the brands that are available. We have about 291 brands. I'm just going to, if you want, you can scroll through all those different brands. When you scroll down, you can see some of popular products that other practitioners recommend. So if you are just getting started, that's a nice list to start with. You can get an idea of some of the brands that other practitioners recommend. And in this section as well, you can obviously search for various products, which I can get into in just a little bit. But as well as when you do make searches, you will see some products that you've recently viewed so that you can easily come back to them. Now, one thing to let you know as well, Fullscript recently released a feature where we can accommodate both practitioners who want to operate a wholesale dispensary within their practice, or ones that just want to do virtual dispensing to their clients, or practitioners who want to do both. So from your Fullscript dispensary, you can now, if you are going to purchase products to carry in your office, you can do that from within your Fullscript dispensary, in addition to creating personalized recommendations for your clients to purchase through you. So I'm going to show you now the recommendation tool. This is one of the essential tools that most practitioners find very useful. And it's a way to personalize a supplement recommendation for your client and to make it really easy for them to purchase the right products through you. So it's, again, as with anything with Fullscript, it's very easy to use. And we are there for you guys any step of the way to help guide you and provide additional support. I do echo what Leslie said earlier. We have a very, very supportive staff at Fullscript, and we were there to just hold your hand as much as needed. So with the recommendation tool, you can essentially select a client. If I choose that, it'll pull from a list of clients that you have in your Fullscript dispensary, or I can simply create a new client. The only information you need to add when you are creating a recommendation is the client's first name, last name, and email address. If you enter their cell phone number, you will have the ability to text a recommendation to them, which can make it very easy for them, because then they can just purchase the products on their phone. Or I'm just going to search for myself and add myself as a test client. Now, so we're creating a recommendation for Debra Wolf. You can then include a personal message. You can either create something specifically about the visit you just had with her, and something about the products you were going to recommend to her. Or we do give you some standard templates that you can choose from, and that's what you saw before. So you can make that as long or as short as you'd like it to be. When you're ready to add products, you can simply click Add Products here, and then you will be brought into our catalog. The catalog will open up. Now, down below, once you start using Fullscript more and more, it will become more intuitive to you. Like, for example, right here, you can see my frequently recommended products. So if there are products that I continually recommend over and over again, they'll appear here. I can also create a favorites list of products that I like and that I know I recommend quite frequently, so I don't have to search for them from scratch over and over again. So here are my different favorite categories. I can simply click one of them and change the category of what I'm looking for. And I think, Leslie, I think if I am remembering correctly, if people sign up, there's a list of products that are kind of getting started products that you would recommend, that you had given to us. So we're going to allow those, pre-populate a favorites list based on those product recommendations for people who sign up through a special link.
Yeah, and everybody, just so you know, because this was a common question that came up last week, I have that the Fullscript kind of the shortcut link floating along on your screen. All right, so it's a
Yes,
bit.ly
yes.
/ Fullscript account, and guys, it is case sensitive. So go ahead and use that particular link. You just type it into your browser of choice. And I think what Debra said was really important, because one of the things that I hear from practitioners that maybe aren't accustomed to recommending supplements is there's a lot to pick from, right? And there's so many things to pick from. I don't want you guys feeling overwhelmed. So what I did is I went through and added my favorite products, and that's what Debra's going to share. But you do need to use my link, which is the one floating across your screen, in order to access that. So that'll just hopefully make this whole process more seamless and easier for you.
Exactly. And then that favorites list, this is where you would basically access it. And let's say you found some products in there that you wanted to use, you can easily add them to a recommendation. You just click this little add button right there.
And then the other thing is, as Debra, I think you alluded to this, is that there are other protocols from other professionals, right, that our practitioners can access. So honestly, I feel like that really gives you peace of mind that, especially if you're not used to recommending supplements, you can access other people's protocols just to give you confidence.
So thank you for bringing that up. I'm going to show you guys that. As far as the protocols that Lesli just brought up, right here. So we're in the recommendation function and you can see protocols. I'm just going to click that. So you can pull from a library of protocols that we have, which I'm going to show you where they are in a second, or you can create your own. Either way, they will all live here once they're ready to go. So by using some of these pre-created protocols, you can have some information to help you make better choices more quickly, right? So you can upload those into your dispensary and you can use those. But in addition, the other thing that protocols do is also make the supplement recommendation process a lot faster. So if I know I have a foundational health protocol, and I recommend that quite frequently in my practice, I can have a protocol there ready to go, and I can just click apply. And then that information will just populate into this dispensary, or populate into this recommendation. And then I can decide, oh, well, I don't need this one this time, so I'm going to take that out. Or I want to add more products, and you certainly can. You can customize it as much as you'd like. Now, if you want to either browse or perhaps use some of the protocols that are in our protocol library, you can find those on our website. So now I am on Fullscript's website. I would recommend that once you create your Fullscript dispensary and you log into your Fullscript dispensary, and you'll learn why in a second, then come to Fullscript. You could then want to, so have two tabs open. You then come down to education, you'll go to protocols. And now you can explore some of the different protocols that were either created by Fullscript's integrative medical team. We have a couple brand partner protocols, and we also have some practitioner protocols that you can tap into and use in your practice. Now, let's see, I'm just going to click one of these to show you. Cardiovascular health, blood pressure support. You can scroll and see all of the different products that would be recommended, including the dosage. Now, say you thought this was great and you think it would work for your clients. You can come down here and you can click upload template. Now, this is why I'm saying log into your Fullscript dispensary and have that open before you do this. Because if I click upload template, one click of the button, this protocol will now magically appear in my protocols within my Fullscript dispensary so that I can now use it for my clients. So it's just a little tool to help provide you with additional information to help you get started, to help you learn. And it's, again, to just obviously make your life easier.
Yeah, I love it. This is huge. I mean, this is like, from a practitioner standpoint, I just think it's immensely helpful to have these protocols in place, just because it just gives you that starting point and the confidence. And I really love, especially guys, if you're not used to recommending supplements, like, I love that you have a foundational health recommendation or protocol. Like, honestly, I think that would be a really, really solid place to start for most people, right? So what about immune health? Do you have a protocol for immune health?
We do. We have quite a lot of protocols for immune health, and they're essentially decision support, right? You are ultimately the practitioner, and it's up to you to determine the best option for the person that you're seeing. But again, these will help give you more information and help you decide what is the best action to take. So we do have, if I click view more, you can see some of our immune health cold and flu support, immune health antibiotic resistance. There's quite a lot available, and we're constantly updating our list of our library. As you know, day to day, month to month, it's constantly growing. And in addition, it's nice to have the support of some of our practitioners as well. I believe the Institute of Functional Medicine has some. They have some good immune boosting type protocols in here and information. I mean, this right here is such a useful protocol. You can scroll through and you can see some of the different ingredients and the types of dosage to get certain benefits, and you can decide if that's something that you want to incorporate in your practice. Anyway, it's a lot of really good information that's usable.
I got a question for you. So again, just kind of looking at starting points for practitioners, another area that personally I think is like really helpful in terms of a starting point, certainly foundational health. Everybody's worried about immune health right now, obviously. The other area that could be an opportunity, depending on your practice, is looking at drug-nutrient interactions, right? That is like a really, I think, a no-brainer, right? So are there any resources in Fullscript to help determine, drug-nutrient interactions to make recommendations?
There actually are, and I actually used it recently with my husband. So, there are. It's there. We have a whole this whole section, this whole knowledge section within Fullscript is more than just protocols. There are so many resources that you can use as patient handouts, as well as infographics that we give to you that can help you build your knowledge of supplement dispensing, share with your clients, and help you get started. So we even have the ingredients library. So so there's quite a lot available here for you. And Leslie, I can find that one that actually I think it's a part of a Supplement 101 PDF that we put together. So let me dig that up and I can give to you, and perhaps that's something we can share with the
I love that.
After the webinar, we can share that with some of the people that are here.
Okay, that would be great. It's a great place to start, right? Like, I'm just looking at, okay, if you're a practitioner and you're not accustomed to looking at supplementation, I think the easy place to jump in would be looking at drug-nutrient interactions and also foundational health and possibly immune health. Like, those three, nowadays are, I think, super easy places to start, right? And guys, the thing I want to remind you about as well is, giving clients access to professional grade nutraceuticals is huge, right? Like, that really sets you apart from other practitioners that are saying, just go to, Costco or get them wherever, right? Because we don't know, we don't know the quality that they're getting at these other places. So it is a really great way to set yourself apart in the marketplace.
And thank you for bringing that up, Leslie, because we take quality very seriously. If the majority of the brands that are carried on Fullscript are the professional grade supplement brands, meaning you're really not going to find them widely everywhere else. And if some of these brands are also retail brands, so you will find them widely, but some of them are not. And we can also assure that we are getting these products, storing them, shipping them based on the manufacturer's instructions. So, and if you ever had an issue with these products, you can simply return it to us. And that's something we do for the benefit of our practitioners. Like you don't have to get involved in that process. Like your client will call Fullscript if something shipped to them and the bottle broke, or they took a product and it didn't work for them or whatnot.
Huge time saver.
They can just reach out to our customer support team, and we take care of that on your behalf.
Okay.
So the other thing too, I should say, is if we are going to start carrying a brand on Fullscript, there is a huge vetting process that they go through, which could be the topic of another webinar. We have an integrative medical team on staff and a brand team on staff that basically vets all of these different brands to make sure that they uphold the standards of what we want to see and what you want to see. So these are, top quality supplement brands that you will find within your Fullscript dispensary.
So not to get off topic, but just on that quality issue, could you comment just briefly on why? Because some of these products might be findable on maybe Amazon or other places. So why Fullscript?
So again, why Fullscript is because we're assuring you that these products are what they are, that they're being stored the way that they are supposed to be stored, and that they will be at their peak potency for your clients once they receive them. If some of these brands are going to be found through other sellers, it's quite possible the quality might be suspect in certain situations or for certain brands. If someone is an authorized reseller of these products, there shouldn't be a price difference or a big price difference, right? The person selling those products, or if they're authorized to do it, it'll be based on the manufacturer's pricing. And just as an aside, all the products on Fullscript are at the manufacturer's suggested retail price. We don't we don't mess with that. We don't up that or anything along those lines.
Awesome.
So again, we are an authorized reseller of all of these brands. We are storing them and keeping them as based on the way the manufacturer is telling us to do so. So that when they get to you, they're gonna be at the best potency, as I said before. And a lot of these brands that we carry do stand behind all of their ingredients. They do a lot of testing on these products. They make sure that they obviously are what they say they are, and that the ingredients are the ingredients that are going to do what they're intended to do. So that's just a little aside.
Yeah, that's super helpful. Yeah. And there's some products that I would think you just don't want to mess around, like probiotics, right? If a probiotic isn't stored properly, or if it's not at its peak potency, you could literally be just wasting your money. So that makes a ton of sense.
Okay, so back to just this particular recommendation. Let's say you put products on that you want your client to have. You do have the ability to, my dispensary right now is just showing a 35% discount. So I should mention that. You can make up to 35% of the sale, or you can choose to pass along some of that savings to your clients. Now, you can set global discounts within your dispensary, meaning everybody who purchases from within your dispensary gets that discount, or you can set individual discounts. It's really up to you. This is me, so there's a 35% discount for me. But let's say that discount wasn't showing, I could click the little edit button there and I could change the discount to whatever I wanted it to be, or could do it with no discount. But that's where you would actually do it there. The other thing I should mention is what I'm taking you through right now is creating a personalized recommendation for your client to help them purchase exactly what you want them to purchase. You can have an open catalog, meaning you can allow your clients to purchase, just log into your dispensary and purchase whatever you want. So we do give you a couple different options depending on what you're comfortable with and how you want to provide supplements to your clients. So with the open catalog, someone could purchase your whatever you're recommending to them, and then they could go on and purchase a couple other items. Or you could certainly just say to them, hey, log into my Fullscript Dispensary and find X, Y, and Z. So you could allow them to do that as well. If you wanted to keep a more limited catalog available, you do have a couple options. The most limited is that you only allow them to purchase off of recommendations that you send to them. So that's one option. Another option is that you can populate your favorites list and make that public along with the recommendations, but that's essentially it. So we give you a couple options, you know, depending on what you want to do. Now, when I'm done with this recommendation, my next step is to actually send it to the client. Now, if I click send recommendation, if I've included my cell phone number with this client, when I choose send recommendation, they'll get it both emailed and texted to them, and then they can purchase the products from there. If I don't have my cell number in there, it'll just get emailed to them. And again, it's left up to them to purchase. Now, if you're comfortable with placing an order on the spot on behalf of a client, you can certainly do that too. You would just choose recommend and place order. You would enter the client's shipping information and credit card information. Obviously, that's a good way to ensure that someone's purchasing from you is to basically do it right there on the spot when you're with them. They'll also get the products as faster that way, because you don't have to wait to send it to them, and then they have to go find time to make the purchase. So we do have a lot of practitioners who opt for doing it that way, and it benefits them. Once they do purchase off of this recommendation, they will get refill reminders. And I also should say, we do start you off with the manufacturer's recommended dosage, but you can certainly change it to whatever you want it to be for the client. Okay, anything else that I'm missing with that, Leslie, or is that a pretty good overview, at least
think
with
it's
the
good.
recommendation?
Yeah, guys, do you have any questions? And by the way, just the way StreamYard works, this is the third-party application that I'm streaming through. I can only see questions that are pasted or in the comments on my business page, unfortunately. So if you have a question, you guys can pop over to my business page. Actually, if you type in facebook.com/Coach Lesli, it'll take you to the stream that's going into my business page, and you can answer or ask questions there. But it looks like we have quite a few people on that page. So guys, do you have any questions? Any questions at all that come up for you?
While we're waiting for questions, I just want to point out another feature. If you operate out of an EHR platform, an electronic health records platform, we do integrate with them. Right now,
very helpful.
And that the list that we integrate with is growing. So I just want to show you, these are a list of platforms that we currently integrate with. Mm-hmm. And what that means is you can create your recommendations for your clients from within your EHR platform. So you don't have to go from one place to the next. And the EHR platform will save that recommendation. Will save that recommendation, those products within your EHR. So if you live in your EHR and we're integrated with it, that's a huge time saver for you.
Yeah,
If
yeah.
you don't see it here, we are growing our integrations list. So you'll see more and more of these come out month over month.
Yeah, so the two really common EHRs that my audience, I mean, there's others, but certainly Practice Better. We just got a comment from someone indicating that they use Fullscript through Practice Better, and it's amazing. And actually, it looks like we got a question, Deb, which is great. Guys, if you have questions, now's your chance.
Okay.
Do you see the question there?
I think so.
Oh,
I only work with
actually,
kiddos. That one?
yeah, let me show that. Is there an easier way to organize products for pediatric patients?
So if this is for, all right, well, yes. Now, if depending on how you want to do it, if you want to organize products for yourself, so that you can recommend them to your pediatric patients when they come by, I would suggest leveraging the, there's many ways to get to the, here. I would recommend perhaps playing around with your favorites list. You can create a category, maybe it's pediatric immune. I don't know, I'm just pulling that off the top of my head. So say you could create a category, and then you can add the products you want to add to that category. Now that will give you two ways that will help you. One is that when you're putting a recommendation together, you can pull from that favorites list. So you would be able to pull from that pediatric immune list and add those to a recommendation to send to one of the parents. In addition, let me see if I can change views here. Okay, I'm going to switch to the, okay, so I'm switching to my patient view now. So another way to do that is when we have if you create that favorites list, and say the mom is shopping and you're leaving some products there that someone can come in and freely purchase, they can then access that favorites list so they can see your list of products that you might want to recommend to them. So they can essentially click here and then see your favorites list and purchase off of that favorites list if you did that. Those are two ways that I think it would be the most helpful for you. One, it would help your clients if you can organize products based into categories. That way, that can help your clients find them on whenever they want, if you're allowing them to do that. And in addition, it'll help you create the recommendation, the personalized recommendation when you have limited time, I'm sure. You could also leverage the protocol feature and create your own protocols. You know what, there's another feature that we actually just released.
I love that you guys are always doing, you're always adding features, always improving.
Oh, yes. And we listen to all of our practitioners. So you guys feed us the information. We're constantly talking to our product team.
Yeah.
Trust me, I manage an account management team. We're always talking to our product team, like, they want this, they want this. So the other feature that is really great that we just released is the idea of shareable protocols. Now, let's see if I remember how to do this. Bear with me. So it's essentially, you start the same way. You create a protocol. So say you have a pediatric protocol that you want to make public to your client list, let's say. So say it's cold and flu. So it's a pediatric cold and flu protocol. You could create that protocol. And then when you come into your protocol section, you could do a couple things. One, you can click share it. So you'd be able to share it individually with people. Or you can share it with all of your patients. So you can share it individually, or you can share it just with blanket to all of your clients. The other thing you can do, like say you do some social media or email blasting and to your client list, and you have a certain protocol that you'd like to share in a one-to-many way. You can do that as well. So here I can just essentially copy that link and I can paste it into perhaps a blog that I'm writing or an email that I'm sending to my clients. So when they get that information, they get that email, they're reading that blog, they can click that protocol link. They'll be brought into your Fullscript dispensary. Obviously, they have to log in first with a password that they create. They'll be brought into your Fullscript dispensary immediately to that protocol, and they can then see the products you're recommending.
Okay, I just have to say, guys, this is huge. Is this a new thing? Is this one of the new features, Deborah?
That is, yeah.
Okay.
So we introduced
huge.
We introduced shareable wellness protocols a couple months ago, but we've been constantly evolving it. Initially, we launched it, and the only function was that you turn it on and all your clients can see it, or you turn it off and you can only send it individually.
Yep.
Now we've opened the technology up so that you can share it with groups of people, or maybe a couple people, or maybe just it doesn't have to be everyone. Now, the reason why we did that is because we do have a lot of practitioners who do courses or do one-to-many counseling, and they perhaps will do a detox course with 10 people. So they can come up with a detox protocol and share it with those 10 clients, and then it makes it easier for you to move them to get their products and you to move forth with the
I love this so much. And guys, I actually have another idea on how this could be super, super beneficial. So one of the things that I talk to my clients about is, nurturing your email list, right? Growing your email list, that's such an important asset inside of your business. And then a way to nurture is through newsletters. So one thing that I think works really well is to have like a nutrient spotlight, right? Or some kind of I call it a nutrient spotlight. It could be, you can use different names. It could, like some kind of a spotlight. It could be like immune health, right? And so what you could do is share this link inside of your newsletter, which would be amazing, right? And then, give access, depending on your practice, of course, but you could give access to your people. And again, it depends. Like if you want to give access to your whole list, that would be great. If you want to give, it just depends on how you want to handle that. If you want to give access to, just your clients, that would be great too. But just to have this ability to share a link is pretty spectacular.
And we love brainstorming ideas with you guys. So if you want to book a book that demo I talked about, if you're a new user, if you're an existing user, reach out to us. We love brainstorming with you guys. So
oh my gosh, and Amy, I love what Amy just said. Oh my gosh,
yeah, I was
brilliant.
Just looking at product of the
month.
Guys,
yeah,
good idea.
Brilliant product of the month. Oh my gosh, like I highly recommend. It's just, and this is where it becomes more passive, right? And here's the reality. I don't know what the percentage exactly of the, the population that uses supplements. Maybe Debra, you know that, but I know it's huge, right? It's huge.
I think it's something along the line, and I could be 100% wrong, so I won't put that out right now. But I think
we won't quote you.
Don't quote me, please. But it's pretty high. I think it's something along the lines of 70% of people in America take a supplement, and so if they're already taking these supplements and you can recommend supplements in your practice and you want to, it's a nice idea for them to get it from you, not just because you're making some income off of it, but you can track what they're using, you can track the progress, you have a history of everything that they're taking right in front of you, so you can mix things up and make sure what they're doing is working.
Yeah, I love, or the bundle of the month, right? And that's where you focus
That's the protocol. You can use the protocol for the bundle of the month. Yeah.
It's brilliant. Okay, I'm really, really happy to hear that you guys added that. That's huge. So, all right. So, what else do you have to share?
So those are some of the basics. I mean, I really mentioned this. If you're new to Fullscript, even if you're an active user of Fullscript and you just want to become a better user, okay, so say you're new you'll be prompted through the whole sign up process to book a demo. I highly recommend doing that. It's a one-on-one 20-minute or so demo. Well, they'll ask you a couple questions, get to know you, get to know your practice and how you want to dispense supplements or how you do dispense supplements, and they'll walk you through the best way to utilize Fullscript in your practice. If you already use Fullscript and you want to grow your supplement dispensing business, we have a lot of tactics that we've seen work for other practitioners, and we are always happy to share some of those tactics with you obviously on a case-by-case basis because everybody's different. So I would reach out to us or, let Leslie know, she can connect you with me. I can connect you with whomever because, it's something we do as an organization as well. We try to help our practitioners as much as possible.
Yeah, I was just going to put my email address in the comments because I'd be happy to kind of be the conduit, right? And connect you with Fullscript. So feel free to email me. It's Lesli at leslibitel.com, and I'd be happy to help facilitate the process. I'm super passionate about this topic. It gets me really fired up because, again, it's very rare that you can find a platform that's free, right? It doesn't cost you a cent. That is really designed to help add more value to the work that you're already doing with clients and really can serve as a form of passive income for you. So, I mean, especially in this day and age when so many people are taking supplements, I mean, I would say it's heightened, probably to say the least, over the past year, right, Debra?
Yes.
Like,
Yo,
I can't
absolutely.
even imagine, like, the demand, it's crazy.
Yeah.
It's got to be crazy.
Especially the immune boosting supplements is
yeah.
a popular item. Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, so I really encourage you guys to really to take advantage of this and just get yourself started and just don't let that overwhelm. If you're kind of like, oh, it just sounds overwhelming, don't let that stop you because there's so many, there's help for you, right? Fullscript can help you get started. They can help you set up your storefront. I mean, it's a virtual storefront that you get, which is pretty cool. And it's personalized. I have my own storefront, and it looks, your own logo, everything. And so I would say let's do this. Any last minute questions from our audience or anything else that you'd like to add, Debra, before we wrap things up today?
No, but just to really echo what you said, we can help you get started if you're not quite sure how to get started. You don't have to go from 0 to 100. You can go from 0 to 5 to 10. You can gradually work your way up with this. This is no cost to you. You can use it as much or as little as you want. And we can help educate you on the best path forward. So don't hesitate to reach out if you need to.
Awesome. All right, guys. So we are going to go ahead and wrap up for today. I don't think I see any more questions. But you know what? I'll go in and check. So if you're in one of the Facebook groups, feel free. Still post your questions. I'll go back in and try to answer those myself. And we'll get you moving forward. So as always, it's a pleasure connecting with you, Debra. I always love it. It's always fun and informative. Yeah, you're welcome. Anytime. I know it's super helpful for my audience. All this is very relevant. So, all right, guys. So thanks for joining me today. And I'll look forward to seeing you next week. Same place, same time. Bye for now.
Bye, y'all.